Hi, Katya. It's so nice to have you on the show today. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Excited to have this conversation with you today.
Beautiful, beautiful, and same here. I'm also excited. And before we get there, you see, oftentimes I love to thank my guest for two main things. All right. So, firstly, Katya, I want to thank you for investing in yourself. You see, you are on this platform right now because you invested in yourself. And oftentimes I love to make reference to the amazing mango tree. You see, some months ago, Katya, I was on a particular road, and just by the roadside, there was this tall, unattractive mango tree. And I use the word unattractive because the mango tree's got no mangoes on it, and the leaves were all dry, I just walked past it. Sorry. I just walked past it and I went my way. But you see, Katya, just recently I was on that same road. And this time around, a lot's changed about the tree. You see, the tree caught my attention pretty good from a distance, and I got the urge to move so close to it to have a good look. And when I did, Katya, it wowed me because now the mango tree's got a lot of mangoes on it, beautiful green leaves and healthy branches. And you see, not just mangoes, but ripe mangoes. So it was a beautiful moment that day. I was really excited. Now, my point is the fact that you dedicated your time, energy, and resources to becoming the amazing person that you are today, that alone has made it impossible for me to skip you. And that's why you got the request from me to be on the show, because I was attracted to the fruit of all that you're doing, which is amazing. And secondly, thank you for saying yes to the invite, because if Katya said nope, there was nothing I could do about it. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate that.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love your production, and that's really beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful. So let's get started. Okay, Katya, I say I am quite excited to have you on the show today for some reasons. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. I believe in order for one to transition from a terrible situation to that of a beautiful one, Katya, I believe it takes the application of knowledge. And not just knowledge, but the application of it. And you see, Katya, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness means ignorance, I have been so keen to knowledge seeking. Why? Because I do not want to remain in the dark. So that's going to make our conversation today very important to me and even to the listeners. The second reason why I'm excited to have the amazing Katya on the show is for the sake of the listeners. You see, we live in an age where information is as abundant as grains of sand. We've got lots of information flying out there. So these folks trust me for eye-opening, quality, and powerful information. And I'm totally convinced, Katya, that our conversation is going to be insightful and impactful. So for that reason, let's get started with your introduction. Talk to us about your personal or professional journey. We are just so curious right now. We want to know how Katya got here. Then afterwards, I've gotten some really beautiful questions for you. Okay, Katya, over to you.
Thank you so much. My name is Katya Dmitrieva, and I'm intuitive life coach and founder and teacher in Intuitive Life Coaching Academy, where we teach and certify and love our intuitive life coaches. My journey started many years ago. I was born and raised in Russia, in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, St. Petersburg. Growing up intuitive, especially in that era, Soviet Union, was not the easiest thing to do. So I was not able to talk to a lot of people about my intuition, my connection with energy. And so I kept it to myself for the longest time, didn't recognize it much or didn't share it with anybody. And also growing up in Soviet Union, it's not a very supportive environment where people are supported with their individualism, their uniqueness. They wanted us to be kind of like the same, and There was not a lot of room for creativity or uniqueness or authenticity. And I was always my own person, and I was always striving for something more. I was also, like you, was always seeking answers for questions like, what's my purpose? Why I'm here? Do I have any gifts? And for the longest time, I didn't think that I had any gifts. I didn't see my intuitiveness, my empathy, my desire to help people as a gift. And I thought of myself, I'm a good friend. I'm a fun person to be around. I'm kind and I'm caring, but it's nothing special. And for the longest time, that's how I felt. And I had a lot of like limiting beliefs and things that didn't allow me to feel good about myself. And when I moved to United States, I was still in search of who I was. And I was going through difficult times in my life. And like I like to joke like that some people, what they do, they start drinking or they start doing something to help them throughout difficult times. And I couldn't do all of those things. It didn't work for me. So what I did, I was searching for more spirituality, to connect with God, with my spirit guides, with higher vibrations, with guidance. So that was my path to my intuition, to actually that opened my gifts. And during those times, I was able to recognize my own gifts of helping other people, caring, always having a word, an important word to say, to share with someone struggling. And during one of my meditations, I asked spirit guides to help me find my path. And I asked, but when you ask during prayer or during your meditation or during that magical time of you connecting, be very clear with the question. Don't ask, okay, what should I do? Or what's next for me? Be very clear with how you pose the question. The way I posed my question was, how can I combine my love for helping people, for being there for people, with my intuition, with my spirituality? And I received a very clear answer. Check out life coaching. And I can tell you 13 years ago, life coaching was not so well, right? It was people were like, when you said you were a life coach, they would be like, oh, are you going to teach me how to live my life? Or thank you, I'm okay, I'm fine, I don't need anything because I'm fine. I'm like, it's not about not being fine, right? So awareness of coaching was not the way it is now. But I received that answer, and what I did, I took action. I actually trusted that information. Biggest problem that a lot of intuitive spiritual people have is that they have this guidance. They receive guidance. They receive when they ask. But the problem is that they don't take action. They are either afraid, they're like, I'm not sure, probably it's something like, they don't do anything about it. And so I took that action. I took that step. I joined a life coaching program. And at that time, it was a very expensive program. And I was going through a lot of also financial hardships. But I did that. And I jumped into the dark waters of unknown because I was following my intuition. I was following my heart. I was following my guidance. And that was the best decision I ever made in my life. Then that's how I started, finished coaching program. I started coaching. I had a very successful coaching business for 10 years before I was guided to create the program that I teach right.
Beautiful, Katya. I say some of the things that I learned from your story, your journey, is the fact that you gave yourself to learning and you were so determined and you knew exactly what you wanted. And I'm glad that what you're doing now is impacting different people, which is amazing. So thank you for all of the good works that you're doing. I tell you. Okay, so I have just 3 questions for you, alright? So you mentioned that you have your own coaching program and all. So how can coaches reach their full potential?
How coaches reach their full potential?
That's right.
But it's a combination of things. So first of all, you have to have passion for helping people. There should be a reason why you would want to become a coach and not somebody else. So coaching is a great modality, great foundation to vehicle that bring people, talented people who love helping other people to their success, right? So it's a great foundation, it's a great modality. You can also bring up other modalities together with coaching, healing modalities, other modalities to make it even bigger, better, to provide greater results for your clients. So you have to, the first thing is to have that passion in you, desire to help other people. Second important thing, and probably one of the most important things, is mindset. If you can learn anything, you can read books, you can watch YouTube videos, you can listen to podcasts, but if you don't have a right mindset, nothing will work. It's a mindset of success. It's a mindset of trust. It's a mindset of believing in yourself. It's a mindset of expansion. It's a mindset where you will not take failures as something like, okay, I just failed. Okay, I'm leaving. It's not working. When you approach failures as a learning experience, when you work on yourself and your own limiting beliefs and traumas and fears, when you overcome those, when you don't stay in the mindset of a broken healer. Mindset is a huge, very important thing in someone who wants to become a successful life coach. Another thing is, like, I've heard it so many times when people say, I'm a great coach, but I hate marketing and sales. When I hear that, I will tell you that you're probably not a great coach, because this is a mindset of limitation. What do you mean you don't like marketing and sales? It means that you are not open to spread your gifts, spread your word with people, right? So you have to have the mindset where you, instead of focusing, okay, I'm selling something, or you are bringing your services, you are serving people, you are giving them something so valuable that changes their lives. So very important thing is mindset, connecting with your why you are doing what you're doing, why it's important for you to be a life coach. What's your why? And a great exercise that I can offer to all of you is when you ask yourself why and you answer the question, then you ask yourself why again. And you ask this why question to all the answers you have until you get to that only right answer. It's a very good exercise, asking yourself why, to coming to a place of real, authentic why. Then you have to have a good education, because in this current market, in this current situation, education and credibility is very important. Education, getting great education in coaching would be important. There is organization like International Coaching Federation, ICF, and we are accredited by this organization because we care about credibility of our coaches. Education is important. Community is important. Connecting with like-minded people is important. Not being alone, not feeling like you are just alone in that scary world. Community is extremely important. Sharing your gifts with the world. Having a safe space to share, safe space to learn is important. Okay, great question. Thank you. Intuition by itself can't change anything. It's how it's connected and how is it engraved with the person, right? I mentioned that earlier, that there are people with amazing intuition who have great intuition. And you heard that. Yeah, I felt it, but I didn't do that. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling, but I should have listened to it, right? Or I should have listened. So until we don't take an action, and it can be a scary action on listening to our intuition will have no value, not much value for people. So it's having the audacity to follow your intuition. But what do you need to follow your intuition? You need to understand your own intuition. What we teach also in our program, not only life coaching techniques, but how to connect with and trust your own intuitive calling card, your own unique intuition. A lot of people say, oh, it's a gut feeling. It's a gut feeling for someone, but it can be completely in a different place or come across differently for other people. So you need to learn your intuitive calling card. How you receive information, what is intuition versus wishful thinking, what is intuition versus your fears, how intuition feels in your body. Knowing that will give you great foundation and trust. You will start building trust. So building trust with your intuition is important. And also not being afraid of oopses, of failures, or, it didn't work this way. Because you can look at failure as something like, interesting. What can I learn from that? How can I dissect that situation and next time really follow my intuition? Intuition will be helpful so much in decision making, in understanding people, and everything is the most important thing comes from communication, right? From connecting with people. So without your intuition, you won't be able to identify and understand people. Who is in front of you? Who am I talking to? Can I trust them? Can I connect with them? Or should I be a little bit, keep my boundaries? So intuition helps you with boundaries. Intuition helps you with communication. It helps you with decision making. It helps you with outside of the box creativity, creative approaches that logical mind will not give you. And there are so many, and there are more and more very successful entrepreneurs these days who talk about intuition, and that they feel like, just recently I've heard Bezos was saying that that's how he makes decisions, based on his intuitive feeling. So connecting with your intuition will change your life. Yeah, so I can, if it's possible, I will be happy to leave my contact information with you if you have that opportunity. They can also find about us at ilcate.com. It's ILCATE.com, Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. And they can find me on social media. We have YouTube channel, and Katya at alcate.com is my email address. So you're welcome to write to me. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So Katya Dmitrieva with Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alicia. Have a great day.